Hello, everyone. We are so close to the new year. Christmas coming up this week, and the new year the week after. And, here we go with the resolutions and all of these things, looking back over the past year and thinking, reflecting on what we've accomplished, what we haven't, the things that's happened. It's a lot that's happened this year. There's always a lot to be grateful for. And, you know, this is the time where, as we reflect, we may become a little bit more motivated. You know, the end of the year going into the new year. And we become motivated to do better, when we reflect on the things that we accomplished, the things that we didn't. But for me, I'm going to do something a little different, and I'm going to adopt a mindset of not over motivating myself. When you look at social media, you can get all the motivation that you want. There's all sorts of videos, there's TikToks, there's, all of these things, to motivate you, to get you going for whatever it is that you feel you need to be motivated for. There's just so many things out there to help motivate us. But I've come to the conclusion that, it takes more than watching a YouTube short. It takes more than watching a reel. It takes more than watching a TikTok to motivate. You're either motivated to do something, or you're not. So if you find yourself having to consistently watch content to motivate you, then maybe that is an indication that that thing is not for you. That maybe that's not what you're supposed to be doing right now. That, having an understanding that there are seasons to our lives, and it may be a season for you to rest. It may be a season for you to work. It may be a season for you to kind of calm down. It just, there's just different seasons. And so we have to understand that, and understand that everything that we see, everything that we experience is not for us. And that if it's for us, then we will have it with the proper work in due time. That our time is coming, that we just have to put in the work. you know I think a lot of us are just looking for the motivation. We're looking for that kick in the butt. you know we're looking for that inspiration, and we all need it at some points in our lives. It definitely helps, when the universe sends us reminders, you know to be like, yeah, I need to get back on that. I was working out, or I was on this certain diet, and I was reaping the benefits, and I kind of got off of it. And this reel or this TikTok just reminded me, yeah, I need to get back on that. I've been inspired. You know, we all need that from time to time, but when it gets to a point where we're doing more scrolling, we're doing more watching than we are in doing the action to get us what we want, to get us to where we need to be, then that's an issue. And that's when we need to put the phones down, you know, and we need to get into our life. We need to get into the real world and start doing the things that we want to do, you know. And if you need if you need a crap ton of motivation, and maybe that's not your season to do that thing, it's okay. It's okay if it's not your season to get into a full-fledged workout routine. It's hard. It is not easy, you know. You might can't do it like your favorite influencer. You may not want to do it like them. You have to, tailor your workout and your diet to what works for you in your life, your schedule. Everyone's schedule is different. Some people, that's all they do. It's their full-time job. So yeah, they have time to, cut all these vegetables and fruits into, pieces and organize them and categorize them and put them in labeled containers and, all these other things. It may not be in your budget to buy a blender right now or a food processor or whatever, so you may can't do it to their level that you see. You can aspire, it's something that you can put on your list. Okay, when I get a little extra money, I'm not gonna get the cheap blender. I'm gonna get the bullet, or I'm gonna really spend some good money on a good blender or a good food processor, you know. And it's okay if you're not there yet. It's all right, you know. But the main thing is to take the small actions that you need to take in a way that works for you. Because honestly, we're all busy. We all have things going on, you know, and sometimes it's just a matter of getting out of our own heads. Sometimes we're just, even though we spend so much time scrolling on our phones, aside from that, we're in our heads a lot, and that distracts us from actually moving, and taking actions and doing the things that we need to do, because we're so in our heads thinking of, 1,000 different things. So it's okay if for the new year, if you are not incredibly motivated to make changes in your life. That's okay. It may be an indication that you're just tired and that you just need to rest. And when it comes to you, it comes to you, and you will take action. You know, it, don't let the new year and what everybody else is doing influence you so much to where you feel bad because you're just not really inspired at that time. That's okay. You're not going to always be inspired, and we're not supposed to always be inspired. We're not supposed to always be on and so motivated, and we're already overstimulated as is with just everything that we're taking in from the world, from people, co-workers, family. you know it's just so much coming at us that it's just, that there's only so much time and energy. There's only so much mental and emotional space that we just have to, you know, get it while we can. So if you're not so motivated going into the new year to make specific changes in your life, that's all right. When it's your time, and you will make the changes, you will take action, and you will see the results, and you will be just fine. So keep that in mind for the new year. It is okay. You're never behind. You're always on time. Always.